Schnibbelt.
Hello everyone, and yes, I have done it again. If you don't know, I'm Shribbit, and the last few years I've chosen one character to draw at least once a month, every month for a year. In 2025 I had chosen Hinata, mostly because I did not plan to do this again, and I hadn't chosen her yet, and she's my favorite character of all time, so I was like, I should probably choose her at some point, especially considering I haven't been drawing that much fan art of her in the past decade, so I thought I would sort of fix that with the past year, and I did have a lot of fun with it, so here we go. This first one is obviously a very basic Hinata pose where she's, shyly pointing her fingers together. I decided to do her Shippuden design first. It's not technically my favorite, but also it does read the most as her. Looking back at this one, I do really love it. I think I really like how the hair and the face came out especially. For when I'm doing these, I don't tend to look back on the things that I've done in the past before I start drawing a new one, mostly because I don't want to influence myself. I just sort of want to draw whatever kind of Hinata or whatever character I'm doing at the time and see whatever comes out is, just how I'm feeling. I don't want to skew it towards one vibe or another just because I drew the same thing the month before. I sort of just want to get a real feeling of how I was doing that month. And there are some months that you can tell I wasn't feeling it, I guess, but it's fine. Probably September is the most obvious one where it's just I didn't know what to do. And you'll see that one eventually here. February, I really wanted to make something really cute because within February is my favorite holiday. I love Valentine's Day. I love the vibes and everything. I probably should have gone for a more cutesy heart theme for this one because again, that month having my favorite holiday makes it a really fun thing to theme things around, but I don't know. I guess I just felt like drawing her with, holding ice cream is still really cute. And I remember this was her Naruto the Last character design from the movie. I really love that design of hers. It's probably my second favorite. First favorite being her first design. But yeah, definitely this drawing was one that I really loved doing. I really like a cute vibe. And I really love drawing sweets and food like that, so it was a lot of fun. Probably my favorite part about this one is sort of the feeling that it gives, I think. And if going for specifics, I really do like how the hair and the ice cream turned out. Her expression is also pretty cute. Next up is an action pose. I knew I had to get in some of these because Hinata's fighting style is probably my favorite of all time, so I just really wanted to get that in here in that year of art thing. That being said though, I don't know if I love how this one came out. It feels a little stiff at the end of the day. It's just okay. Something I did want to note, when all these pictures get shown side by side, it definitely shows how I wasn't going by the same sort of color palettes all the time. Half the time the hair colors are vastly different, and I just think that's kind of funny to see. Next up is another one that's just okay. I can tell that I didn't have as much time or energy to spend on this one, but it's not like it's particularly bad or anything. It's just definitely not as much effort as some of the other ones I've drawn this past year. It's still cute. She's got a cute little expression going on, but it feels like a little bit of nothing, I guess, is how I should explain, but yeah. Next up for May, I actually do really like this one. I feel like it's just such a sweet little picture. Not that I think it's particularly skillful, I guess. I think she looks a little awkward, but I like the feeling that it gives more than I like how it looks? Question mark? I don't know how to explain it. I feel like she has a nice expression, and I like how the color scheme comes across. I believe it was this past year I ended up updating Clip Studio Paint, so I know I was messing around a lot with the different sort of effects that you can get in it. Next up is June, and funny enough, it feels more like a February piece because she ends up holding a box of heart chocolates, and I don't know what I don't know what I was thinking really, because, June being Pride Month, I want to do something that incorporates love and everything, but then when I'm actually drawing it, it's I guess I'm just projecting. It was dedicated to Pride Month. A big part of her character is love, and a big part of Pride Month, half of it is about love, so I don't know. I just enjoyed drawing it as that theme. Because again, I do really love hearts and everything, and I just like the theming of Valentine's Day, so I don't mind doing something that is technically repetitive, I guess. I do think this one turned out really cute. I do like the expression and her hair. The background's a little basic, but I mean, what are you gonna do? I'm not a background artist. And for July, I actually really love this one. I feel like it gives a nice, like, shy/lonely feeling, and I also really like the colors and her expression, and just, I'm really happy with July. I like how I did the lighting as well. Sort of just gloomy, but not too gloomy. Something wistful, I guess. A big part of Hinata's character that I love is a lot of her, like, emotional struggles, so I guess I sort of tried to showcase that here, because it is her loneliness and her feelings of inadequacy and everything. I feel like that comes across here if you know her character. Next up is another kind of gloomy one. It's Hinata sort of just in the rain. I thought it was sort of a pretty setting, so just something sweet and chill, I guess. The thing I like about this one, I would probably say, is the lighting. I do like the rain as well, but I think I like how it's dark but still kind of lit in this glowy nature, I guess. And once again, I do really like how it sort of shows some of Hinata's mood, I guess. Anyway, so I actually wanted to talk a little bit about why Hinata is my favorite character. I mean, aside from, her character traits, being from Naruto was the first anime I ever watched, so that means a lot to me. And then I just love the setting of Naruto a lot. I like the power system. I like that there's not like an extreme focus on martial arts, but martial arts being a big part of everything is really interesting to me. And Hinata's fighting style in particular being the way that it is, I just love. Next up is September, and this is the one I didn't know what I was doing. I was really tired at this point. I had no strength to keep going, but I was like, I gotta do something. It looks bad, I don't like it, but yeah, here we go. Next up for October, I actually think it's such an adorable little pose. It's another one that sort of showcases her shyness with her, holding her hood up and everything. But I feel like she has such a cute little expression. And again, this being my favorite Hinata design really helps with that. You might have expected that I would have done something more Halloween themed in October, but that is my least favorite holiday, so I don't always love to focus on it. I mean, clearly I do some years draw some characters in Halloween costumes, mostly because it's like a thing to do, and it is pretty fun to draw costumes on characters, but the general vibes of Halloween with all the like spookiness, it's like not my favorite. So that's why this one is definitely not on a holiday theme. Next up is November, and I knew I really had to make this one good because that's my birthday month. I can't remember if I drew this on my birthday or not. I'm pretty sure that I didn't, but I still had to keep in mind, like, this is my birthday month. It's gotta be cute and good. And I think it's okay. I don't think it's one of my favorites, but I don't think it's bad. It's definitely not one of the bad ones. Once again, I really like how the hair came out. The background, unfortunately, is another case of I'm not a background artist. It's sort of basic / uninteresting, but again, what are you gonna do? But yeah, I did like the pose in general. I am pretty happy with it. Last but not least is December, Hinata's birthday month, which, would you dare to believe that I actually forgot that when I was drawing this? Very unfortunate, but I did manage to post it the day after her birthday. I at least considered it important enough to put a certain amount of effort into it because it being the last one of the year, I really had to be like, gotta end off nice, and I think I ended off just fine. It's another one of those that gives off the feeling of shy / loneliness, I think, but not too gloomy. My favorite part about this one is probably the idea of the pose and maybe her eyes or her expression. In general, since it's Hinata, I do tend to like it. But yeah, that was all 12 of my monthly Hinata drawings for the year of 2025. If you're curious, I have no plans to continue this sort of project. I know I've been doing it the last few years where I choose a certain character and where I draw them once a month each month, but I don't know, I don't really have anyone in mind, and I don't even know if I have the energy to do that. It was a nice project for the last few years, but I feel like I'm done. And I don't mind ending off with my favorite character of all time, so I think it's okay. Now, if I have to pick a favorite from this year, it's actually kind of a hard decision. I'm torn between February, October, and July, I feel like. Maybe even May as well, although that one's probably the least one that I might consider. So between February, October, and July, oh my goodness, it's so difficult to choose. How about you guys? Which one would you say? Thanks so much for watching another year of me doing this slightly painful but mostly fun project. I had a lot of fun despite my complaints, and in general I am really glad that I have 12 new Hinata pictures that I have in my fan art folders. It does make me want to draw more of her actually, funny enough, but like without expectation of needing to do a certain number of them and needing to do them at a certain quality. Did any of you guys do a project similar to this? Or maybe did it inspire you to start one for 2026? I would honestly love to know, especially if you have a certain favorite character of your own in mind, or maybe even just one of your OCs. Either way, thanks so much for watching, and have a great 2026. Bye-bye!